All right, if you guys bought Mr. Professional, chances are you probably have some of these parts already. If you don't own Mr. Professional and you own a DSLR booth, or you have a mirrorless camera that you're using for your photo booth, this is the video you guys want to watch, because I'm going to dive into some of the things that I was showing you earlier in those masterclass videos, but I'm going to go piece by piece. And we're also going to dive into the 360 video pieces, accessories that I'm using. So let's get right into it. Okay, so you guys can order this piece right here separately. Now this piece comes together with this little piece that you guys see on the top. Because I wanted to make my life easier, what I ended up doing is I bought a quick release plate. These are little quick release plates. And I added the piece that was supposed to go on top of here. I put it on a quick release plate. And I'm going to show you why. Remember, it's about making our production and our lives much better. So what I can do is I can simply now grab this piece and put it in here like this. Swivel it, and it's locked in. I can do that. But if I want to go a step beyond, what I can do is this. I can add one of these right here, a ball head. And so it's going to give me a lot more freedom when it comes to how I want to angle it. Okay, so now I have this set up right here. And what I can do next is I can grab that piece from earlier and I can place this piece. We're really playing Legos right here, right in here like this. Okay. Now the next thing I did is, so you guys will notice that when you guys buy the Godox CT16, it comes with two of these, and it comes with this little bad boy right here, which is the actual trigger right there that goes on your Canon R100 or whatever camera you are actually using. It goes right on the top. So this bad boy, all you have to do is program it with this. Now this right here, you're gonna see that there are those little, I call them channels, right? So those channels have to match the channels on this one right here. And the channels for this one are gonna be right there in the bottom. Okay, so what I ended up doing was this, and I know I'm a brainiac when it comes to this, and I absolutely love to do these types of things. So what I ended up doing is I took this part right here, then I took the bottom of this part just like it is, right there. And look how I slid it in. I slid it in here in this inside, and then I tighten it like this. All right, so now it's like this. And there's a hot shoe right here. So this is exactly where the V1C is gonna go inside of this hot shoe, right in here, look, like this. Make sure that out of these right here, the fifth one goes in first. So you want the fifth one to go in there first, and it'll lock, and then you'll lock it into place again, like that. You hear it click. So now this is actually gonna help this actual trigger go off, because this is connected to this via hot shoe. And so since that's the case, what I can do now is I can turn this on, and then what I'll do is I'll turn this on, because this one has a power on and off. So I'm gonna turn this on, and my camera is not even on, but if I press this button right here, this flash right here, this little button, you can barely see it at an angle. I'm gonna press it, and this is gonna blind you guys. You ready? Look at it. See that? Do it again. Boosh. And so when this goes off, say it's connected to the Godox MS300 that's on top of Mr. Professional or your DSLR booth, that's gonna go off, but because it's also connected to this one's gonna go off. So this is my secondary flash. You don't have to do anything fancy in the settings, because remember, it's connected to this hot shoe right here. All right, so this is how you would have to connect everything together if you want to use a secondary flash, which I recommend if you guys want to take photography to a different level and really have the clients amazed at your setup and the overall end result, okay? And like I said earlier, guys, you can actually use this and put an umbrella through here, right? And cause like a diffuser, but I don't use it that way. I wanted to hit the subjects from a distance, and I wanted it to be direct light so it doesn't spill all over the place. I'd rather just being focused on those folks, like kind of like on the back end, so they can get this part of their shoulders lit up or the side of their face. So this is that simple. This is exactly what I'm doing for the photo booth side. Now I'm gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna dive into now the actual 360 video. There's a few cool things going on here, okay? So for the 360 video, I'll take this off. I'm using a Canon R100, and I'm using a 24-50 lens. Now this 24-50 lens is probably a lens that you already own, and this is what's really nice is that I'm working with what I got. I use this for my Mr. Professional photo booths. I have these inside all of my booths, the exact same setup, a Canon R100 stacked with a 24-50 lens. I like this lens, guys. Why? Because look it has image stabilization, okay? So because it has image stabilization, this is exactly what you want, so you guys can get videos that are gonna be a little bit smoother than if you didn't have the image stabilization. And then on top of that, if you guys noticed, I had my camera on top of this that allowed me to rotate really easily, okay? So I'm gonna set this, anything that you guys are seeing here, I'm gonna place links to this. Now the reason I ended up using this is because I want this to swivel as easy as possible, okay? So for example, say you use, I put a quick, everything that I own, guys, all the mice have quick release plates. I just wanna grab and go, snap on, snap off. You'll see that everything I'm showing you guys has quick release plates. And also it minimizes the wear and tear. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and connect this like this, right? This part right here goes on the actual 360 arm like this. So that's basically it. And if you guys wanna go ahead and go into landscape mode, then all you do is you take this bad boy right here, you loosen it, and then it goes like this, look, boom, and then boom. Depends how you guys wanna lock it. The cable that you guys seen that I was using earlier is this cable right here. This is a good cable because it has 40 gigabytes per second, 240 watts, and all I do is connect it into the USB hub right in here. There's a USB hub right there. Plug that in, USB Type-C. I said hub for no reason. And then this other end goes connected to your iPhone 14, 15, 16. And now they're communicating with one another, okay? You guys seen a few other gadgets now. Look it. So for example, on your 360 arm, there's gonna be a 1/4 inch in which you can use a Nuanzi, an aftermarket one, and then just swivel it in, okay? So it's swiveled in and now it's, boom, it's stuck. It's great. I'm using an Ulanzi. But this Ulanzi, what I like about it is unique because it has a cold shoe mount in which you can add an extra plate right here. And so for me, my setup looks a little something like this. Again, quick release plates on everything. What I'll do is I'll go like this, and now my camera's connected, just like that. Okay, just like that. And say the event is over, well, okay, cool. I'll pull out my camera, put it in the box, and good to go. And this stays on the 360 video arm the entire time. If I need to swivel or angle it, just use this right here. And now move it all the way around, okay? And then just boom, keep it in place. But it doesn't stop there. So I'm using an iPhone 15, and I'm also using an iPhone 16. Now this right here is pretty amazing because just like this right here has space for this, I'll just go in here and I'll connect these together like this, and then I'll fasten it like that. See that? And now what I can easily do is I can grab a phone and it goes connected to this. So for example, I have my phone 16 that I use for events. I just slap it on there like that, okay? And you guys can angle it however you guys want. This rather is heaven for me because it's like I just slide it out, boom. Now, if you guys want something a little bit more stable, well, you can pop these out and then put the phone in there like that. But for me, like I said, guys, it's all about speed. Like, let's go, let's get it spinning, let's keep going, let's keep it going. Because sometimes the line is long and you just want to keep going as fast as you can. So that'll be the setup. All right, let's say if you guys decide to just use a phone, you just want to use your iPhone, you're not going to be using a DSLR camera for your 360 video booth productions. That's okay, I did that for a lot of years. And so the setup is almost identical. Okay, remember this, my arm is a 360 arm. Okay, let's pretend my arm is a 360 arm and I'm using a cage, again, with the quick release plate right here. So all I do now is go show up to the event and boom, it's set, okay? Now all I have to do now is get my phone, put it in here, Good to go. Now, if I want to add a charger because the event's going to be like, say, over 3 hours, then I'll go ahead and put my charger right in there. I'll take the cable from the charger and connect it to the phone like this. Now I have my, see that, my charger connected to my phone. My phone's getting charged and it works out pretty well. If you want to get fancy, you guys can add lights to your cage. I'm trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying to minimize the weight on the 360 video arm. So that is pretty much it. Everything that I showed you guys, I will place links, because remember, it's all about making the list and life for you a little bit better. And I've ordered different ones that I shipped back to Amazon, but this one right here was a keeper, because as you guys can see, the simplicity of just getting the phone and just putting it right in there, okay? And if you guys are probably asking like, will it stay stuck even when the arm is spinning? Yes, it'll stay on there as the arm is spinning. Trust me, I've tested it plenty of times. All right, I admit it, I forgot. The Ulanzi lights, okay guys, 40-watt Ulanzi lights using an aftermarket ball head. I love this ball head. You can swivel it around, do all kinds of neat stuff. And pause it there. I can go ahead and get ready and leave, or as soon as I'm getting to the event, my photo booth director or I will go ahead and just slide that in, fasten it. There it is, good to go. If I want to pivot it this way instead of moving the entire tripod, I could just do this and then tighten it once more like that. So if we are ready to go and take some action, you can guys order the parts that you guys are missing, and you can start, you know, troubleshooting and getting great at what you do so that you guys can stand out. I hope this video helps. If you guys have questions, place your questions in the comment box so that I can come back and I can answer those questions. That way everyone can see the answer to your question. All right guys, thank you so much, and I look forward to your brand new dope looking photos and 360 videos. Peace.